Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Happy 4th of July to you. My name is Mike. This is Health and Wealth. Thank you so much for joining me on a Friday afternoon version of the live. Normally do Saturdays, but we throw it out random times here. So if you can hear me, hit the I can hear you button there. What's up, Stinking Rocket? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to chat with you live. Hello, hello. Happy 4th of July Friday to you guys. Hopefully, you're having a good day. Hopefully, your fingers have not yet been blown off by fireworks. The rumor is 1 million fingers will be blown off today by fireworks. Is this true? This is what I've heard. I've heard this. And so I hope that you guys are sensible. And life is good. Life is good. What's up, Stinking Rocket? How's it going, Justin Sports Card? How you doing, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Kevin is in the house. Hello, Kevin. How are you? All right. Well, today I want to talk about a few things here. I've got some things on the agenda that I would like to discuss with you. I'm just kind of getting it set up top here. Let me just mute some microphones over here. There we go. We are looking like we are cooking. That rhymes. All right. Well, again, thanks so much for being here, everybody. Hope you're doing really, really well. Today's video, a little different than normal. What I'm going to be going over here is positions that I have. When I first started making YouTube content approximately, a year ago, I did make it in December of a year and a half ago, but I only made a couple videos and I stopped until about July, mid-July, maybe even beginning of August of last year. I came up with a plan. The game plan was 6 pillars of income, $500 a month from each pillar, bringing in $3,000 a month. That was the plan. So I've kind of set my Excel Google Sheets up here to kind of show that right now. I did have a Google Sheets issue this morning. The issue was it got deleted. And I couldn't recover it. It was gone forever. Oh my goodness. So I had to go to past videos. Thank goodness I document this. I had to go to past videos, take the Google Sheet, and then just data input that into my systems here. But I made it look nicer. So there you go. It came up with there was a benefit to the loss there. So good morning, Sean. How's it going over there in New Zealand today? Hope you're doing great. Living the dream, collecting distributions. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm good. I have just over an hour here. My other half and kiddo, they're down at the beach. I drove them there. The beach that I dropped them off at, you have to pay for parking, and I'm not interested in that. So I dropped them off, and so I dropped the paddleboard. I got chairs. They got toys. They got a beach blanket. They are looking good. They're hydrated. So it is hot. It's real hot out there. It's going to get hotter too as we go. So they're pumped. Let's go take a look at that, Kevin. We're gonna do that for sure. Walter's in the house. How you doing? And Junior's in the house. How's it going, Junior? Good to see you. All right, so let me share my screen with y'all. And there we go. So yeah, I kind of reset this up today. We'll talk about Alti a little bit today too, kind of near the end, JM, but definitely we'll talk about it today. Also, I got to take my phone out because if there's an emergency at the beach, I want to hear about it. Get the heck out of here, right? So looks like no emergency yet. So that's good news. Yeah, so this is my spreadsheet. I'm going to get this stuff out of your way so you can see it a little bit better. We'll hide that one down there. By the way, I just wanted to do a little quick shout out to 14 members on the channel right now. Thank you so much for contributing. One of them is here right now. Sean, thanks so much. It goes a long way. To help the family, but also help me build this portfolio a little bit. Now, most of us are in the $1.99 membership. 3 are in the $4.99, and nobody's hit the $10.99 yet. So whoever's first to that wins. What do you win? You get to support my channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, it could be a share or two of Alti. You know what? Should I do that with the donations to the channel? I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to get there yet. All right. So what I wanted to do today was go over each of these, and so I'm actually going to. Where is the arrow on this thing? Oh my goodness, there it is. I'm gonna start at NVIDIA and work my way to the right. So I did have to reorganize this today. It was such a pain in the butt. However, I think it looks better than the last ones I had. So my goal again is to get 6 pillars of income. Each pillar is going to give me $500 a month, roughly, give or take a couple bucks there. And for a long time, NVIDIA was already doing that. So whenever I say roughly, give or take a couple bucks, NVIDIA, as an example, has decreased distributions over the last, let's call it like 3 or 4 months out of 5 here. And it's dipped below the $500 a month range that I'm looking for. So here is what I've into so far. I'm into NVIDIA for 14 months. I put 96.05 of my own dollars in there. The current market value, because you can see the average cost of my shares was $27 and 60 cents, and the current price is $16 and 87 cents. So current market value in red here, $5,871. I'm going to skip the Canadian, but I'm going to go to the US here. Total dividends received, and I know it says dividends. These are distributions, as I know for sure somebody's going to say it in my comments. They are distributions because they come from ETFs, not from companies. And so the distributions I've received so far in those 14 months is $5,286. And so that's good, right? So that's a 55% return on capital on that so far, or return on the amount of money I've put into the fund so far. So that's pretty decent in 14 months. If we had to look 14 months ago, or 24 months ago, this would have been unheard of. 55% return. But so what have I been doing with that money? I paid some bills with that money, but I've also built up or bought into other funds to build those up as well. The NVIDIA average distribution is $1.21, and that's the last 3 or 4 payments have been lower. Actually, I'll scroll down. I know it's going to be. I'll zoom into it here. Can I zoom into it? I can. There we go. There's your last bunch of payments, right? So only 2 payments since January have been over $1. Every other one has been less than $1 so far. So I'm going to keep track of that as well. So there you go. So I'm going to zoom back out here, and let's go over one little thing. Unrealized loss, $3,734. That's because I haven't sold these shares, 348 of them. For now, I'm keeping at 348. And then maybe in a year or so, I might add more to it. But for now, that's as many shares of that I want to buy. So I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to go to the chat here. Walter's shifting over to Alti as soon as the market opens tomorrow. Monday. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Just spread them out. Let's say you have 100% split, 25% at Alti. Yeah, not a bad idea. Using MSTY Div to buy more Alti. Jason, you're about 2 or 3 months ahead of me. That's that. I think that's the plan. In MSTY 25. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. 25 into HOOY. Yeah. Split them up. No divs today. July the 4th be with you. No, so I think the distributions will come out Monday, but even maybe on Tuesday. So I know I had Canada Day, and we didn't get ours till Tuesday, I think it was. Or no, it was Juneteenth. I didn't get mine till the Tuesday. That's what it was. Lazy guy. How's it going, lazy guy? I have 100 shares of Alti. How are you guys planning to reinvest? It's a good question. I'm going to come back to that in a bit. Oh, it's so true. The key is when you buy, for sure. You're right about that. I was really happy. I was thinking about it this morning. On April 4th, I expanded my account by 10%, and I was pretty happy with that, obviously, right? Since then, my account's up 15%, which is great. Drip, drip, drip. Taxes. Yeah, taxes. All of this that I'm showing, by the way, is after taxes, so that's good news for me. I'm really excited about that. Your broker won't let you drip? What? Who are you with? That's too bad. I might be... I've got Questrade. Drip is on with my CONY. And my HHIS, but those are the only 2. And so far, HOOY as well, but I'm going to take it off HOOY. Oh, lazy guy. TFSA, yeah, up here in Canada. Bridget, what do I think about Morrow? It's fine. It's fine. But for me, who I kind of know how to trade options already, I would just do Mara and trade my own options in it. But Maro's good for being, hands-off investing. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, when Bitcoin goes up, Mara goes up, and Maro should follow suit. But when Bitcoin goes down, Mara drops big time, and so will Maro. Right? Something to think about. Dun, dun, dun. Just started purchasing. HOOY pays well so far. So far, right? Let's see how it goes. Alti, Misty, and Winter. Yep, for the hedge. I mean, Winter paid out what, $1.68 this last week here. 1,000 shares of Alti. What's up, JM? Holy smokes, you guys are talking a lot in these comments. I'm trying to catch up and keep going on what I'm gonna do over here. RBC, Jason, go to any one of my videos. The pinned comment. There's a link for Questrade in there. Okay, click it. You and me both get $50. Go to Questrade. It's so much better. There's zero fees on buying anything. You can drip. You can trade options. If you did do options, it is 99 cents per contract. But I'm telling you, I got a buddy at CIBC, and every day I tell him, get out of there. Hey, what's up, Rod? Mark's in the house. 7,000. Yeah, I mean, that's a week away. That's a week away. I don't know if I can get the 7,000. That's 200 to go. We'll see. I hope. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'm going to take a pause on Justin's comment here. Justin, I'm coming back to your comment after. Next thing we're going to take a look at is MSTY. These are the shares I own of MSTY. So I've been in MSTY for a year now, 12 months. I have 369 shares. I'm taking that to 500. I don't know how many months that's going to take to get there, but all YouTube money goes into that. All distributions from NVDY goes into that. All distributions from HOOY is going to go into that until I get to 500. Then I'm putting a pause on that one. Like a pause, you know what I'm saying? So right now my average cost is $24.46. Current price, actually, I didn't even look that up. Let me go do that now. MSTY is $20.89. All right, good to know. 89. There we go. So current market value, I mean, that takes a little bit of a difference there from when we started, but let's just call it 7708. Unrealized last year of 1,317. It's not very valid though, because I have received $3,549 in distributions, or you know what? I don't even know if I should say realized, because I just reinvest that, right? 39% return on capital, or 39% money coming back my way, and I can do whatever I want with it. And that's in a year. It's pretty good. MSTY's total distribution since it's come out is $39.60. So if you got in at $20, you're feeling real good about yourself. You're about to double up. Its average distribution is $2.47. I did close profit on this of $800 during a cover call incident. I think it was in November, whenever it skyrocketed up to $42. I think my average at the time was like 22, and I set a call at 30. And I mean, we can go watch the video. I don't know if those numbers are 100% accurate. Anyways, the shares got called away right around distribution time. So I actually had to rebuy back in, and my new original average cost was $27. So you can see since December, I brought that average cost down to $24.46 here, which is good. Down below here, I have all of their distributions. I found this on YieldMax's website. I think it's YieldMaxETF.com. And if you scroll down, you can see every single one of their distributions so far. They've been good. $1.23 was the last one. Its lowest distribution so far, the implied volatility at Mr. MicroStrategy, also now known as Strategy, has been lowered quite a bit. I was expecting a little bit less than $1.23, so I was okay with it. But also, what's that song? Lowered expectations is what I had for this. So $1.23 wasn't too rough on the system. But yeah, there's my MSTY. I'm gonna go back to the chat here a little bit. There we go. Justin Sports Card. MSTY, YieldMax, MSTY, HOOY, Omaha. Who am I? Peyton Manning. HOOY, PLTY, and SNOY. SNOY has been just a sleepy little giant, isn't it? It's doing really well. Share price kind of hanging out there as well. What's up, Maller Hedge Fund from Brazil? How you doing? Misty volatility is slowly. Oh, it is. It's going back up. Okay, good to know. SMCY. It's been good since their major fall, right? It's been good. But you always got to watch that tension with the Chinese markets and things like that. So let it drip. I mean, it depends what your long-term goals are with it. But don't take any advice from me, Bridget, right? Depends what your long-term. Like I'm letting CONY drip, not on purpose, not because I want to, but because I said I would do it. It's like the worst. That's like the worst investing strategy ever, right? So I wouldn't listen to me if you should drip or not. I mean, what's your goal with this money? You want it now? You want it 5 years from now? 20 years from now? Depends, right? I don't get my dividends until about midnight plus 5 minutes after dividend day. So Tuesday morning. Yeah, I'm similar, Stinking Rocket. Mine always comes in on Saturdays, although because of 4th of July today, it'll be a little bit later, probably Tuesday, I bet you. It'll be here. Only issue on Misty is the higher margin requirement. Yep, if you guys do margin, but you can do small amounts. There you go. Dun, dun. Anyone look at... Hey, what's up, TM? Anyone look at BTCI? Not this guy. Also, just so you guys know, a little safety warning for you. I would not tell anybody how much Bitcoin you have. Up here, a few hours north of me, this past Saturday, 11 people broke into a house, kidnapped the 2 people inside. Some of them took the wife, some of them took the husband, and it was all because apparently he had Bitcoin. And they tried to rob him. What the heck? And it was like in the middle of nowhere. And so 6 of them got captured like real quick. They had helicopters in the air. It was prior to 5 o'clock in the morning. So personally, I'm not sharing my Bitcoin, how much I have, or if I'm buying any more anymore, just for security reasons. I mean, if you come to my house, I'm not going to say the next thing, but yeah, I'm not sharing that information. Alti, Misty, PLT, Coney, Tesla. Oh, PLTW, noise, Ventura. Yeah, Kevin, YieldMax and Roundhill. And I can't get over the name of Yeth. It makes me feel like I have a deep lisp. By the way, if you're here, I hope you've hit the like. I really hope you hit the subscribe button. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before Christmas. I need your help. And then also, just like on Rod's video this morning, down next to the subscribe button, there's a bell. Hit the bell icon. Most of you that are here right now have hit that bell icon because you're here right now. So you probably got the notification, which is really great. All right, so that was my Misty talk. I'm going to come back to your comments in a few minutes here. Thank you very much for the comments. Keep them coming in. It's nice to chit chat with everybody about this stuff, right? I love it. Next up is my CONY. And so these are I've shared 2 so far. This is my 3rd position, CONY. I invested $2,960 into this fund, and at the time it gave me 183 shares. My average cost at the time was $16.18. So you can see, I bought high, sold low. No, I haven't sold anything yet, but its current price is $9.19. Current market value is $2,527. And the reason I got here, if you look all the way down in the green, I now have 275 shares. I've let this thing drip since January. DRIP, dividend reinvestment purchase, or dividend reinvestment program. Let's get that dumbed way down for somebody who's relatively new. Just means that I've told my brokerage that I don't want to invest it by myself. I want them to take my money and then just reinvest it all right back into that fund. Makes it automatic. One of the keys to financial freedom is automation. You get paid at work, you take that money automatically and you invest it, right? I've been doing it with my RRSP, with the work match RRSP for, I don't know, 10 years. And I look at it like once a year. And I go, holy smokes, look at that thing. And I'm talking, I only take 3% off my pay and put it in there. And then at the end of the year, I top it up. But um, yeah, just that automation has really increased net worth a little bit, anyways, right? Which is good. But yeah, if you make it automatic, you most likely will be further ahead, especially when you don't look at it. Total distribution so far from CONY. By the way, here we go. CONY, $1,162. That's with a $2,960 deposit into it. And I mean, this is since, 10 months apparently, but the first couple of months don't count. I only have 1 and 2 shares. Uh, CONY's total distribution so far in the life of CONY is $29.88. That's pretty good. And its average distribution is $1.35. I got that information from YieldMax's website by highlighting all of these numbers right here. And going to this down here, and you can see average right there. You can see the total right there. You gotta love Excel sheets, especially when it doesn't delete all of your information you've been tracking for the last year. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of annoyed. This is it's what I did for a majority of my morning. I was listening to some work product calls while doing this. Super annoying. But yeah, here is our here's the drip that I've done. And so January, the system, the drip bought me 10 shares. 14, 10, 11, 16, 19 in May. They had a huge payment. Let's go look at it. Did they have a huge payment? Oh, that's because 2 payments in April. So it was like a buck 7, something like that. That makes sense. So 19 shares were purchased for May. And then in June, I had 12. This just happened last week. So excuse my phone volume. If you don't know, I got the families at the beach, and so I'm on high alert over here to go pick them up within an hour. Talk to me about your CONY. What kind of CONY do you have out there? Also, I made these sheets in a couple of hours this morning. So if you want to do that, I mean, it's Excel sheets. It has saved for like 3 years until today, and then it disappeared, and that made me a little angry, but I got over it. So now I have 275 shares of CONY, which is good. So whatever the distribution comes out, multiply that by 275 minus my 15% tax, and then boom, Questrade just buys more shares of CONY for me. So I'm going to keep this alive, and this is going to be saying July next, and then August. I'll shift all of these down here as well. I make videos on CONY, MSTY, NVDY all the time. So if you enjoy that comment, that content, I hope you hit the like button. I'm going into the chat here again. IWMY, QQQY, pay weekly. I have 100 shares in both, but think I will cash most of them in to get Multi-Mystic CONY. CONY's, I mean, $9 right now, right? Share price. Can it pay back $9 worth of distribution in the next 12 months? I mean, let's scroll down here and look. Well, let's go since January, okay? Can we do the average on this? Average is 69 cents so far. So can it pay back $9? No, that would be like 772, something like that. 771. I mean, it's pretty close to $9 though, with that average. That's for sure. Interesting thought by me. You're welcome. 23 holdings, 7 ETFs. They're YMAG. Am I going to read them all? YMAX, CONY, YMAG. YMAG twice. Nice. PLTY, CONY, Ultimaro. Am I overextended? I wouldn't say that. You got some single stock ETFs in there. You've got like the wider coverage with YMAG in there. So no, I wouldn't say that. For me, I am at 6 so far. They're all single stock ETFs except for one, which we're going to discover shortly here, but I wouldn't say that. Alti definitely been doing very well since April 4th, but so has everything, just so you guys know. August 1st, Trumpy Boy is going to be saying that the tariffs are back on. What will that do to the market? Nobody knows. I know. Do you know Round Hill will come out with a fund? I don't know. Actually, they had talked about it, Kevin. I know they talked about it on like a stream one time. The DeFi Hub. What's happening? The DeFi Hub. Everybody, Tesla predictions. Doom and gloom. The robotaxi will crash and burn. The robots won't be out for another 2 years. Elon Musk will get another black eye, and it's going down. I don't know. Who knows, right? If any of that happens, then bad. If any of that doesn't happen, then good. There's your prediction. There it is. There it is. You got it. Unkster Jr. I don't even know. Have I seen your name before? I caught a couple names in my comments the last couple of days. I was catching up on comments and I was like, man, I've never seen this name before. But then you can see that you've commented like several times. And I'm like, oh my goodness, there's just so many people. One of the things I like to do on my channel is comment back, or at least like and heart it. If I miss you in a comment, know that it's not on purpose. I try and be as interactive as possible with my channel's people, because you guys, you know what, you commit a lot to me, and I want to commit a lot to you as well. Misty Gavin, you got a distribution this morning? Come on, I don't believe it. Misty still has to distribute. Yeah, so that's the rumor, right? That they're holding something back. I think Jay said yesterday on X that it's called X, Twitter, that they aren't holding anything back. I think I heard that yesterday. Bridget, my goal is to let it drip, drip, drip for 15 years and buy 250 per month. Oh, okay. There you go. One more comment, and I'm going to keep going over here. My goal was to be able to have distractions. I know what you're saying. Distributions, able to pay our mortgage of my wife, or I couldn't work for any reason. I love that. Yep, I'm into that too. I'm into that. All right. So now we've talked about, let's do a quick recap here. We've talked about NVDY. We talked about MSTY so far. We've talked about CONY. Let me know in the comments below if you're charting anything like this on your own. Just yesterday, I bought shares of HOOY, and this is a Robinhood play. So, by the way, did you guys see the thumbnail on the way in? I worked pretty hard on that. How's the thumbnail looking? Hold on one second. Give me a pause. I'm going to take a pause. Look at this. There it is. Boom. Boom. That's the thumbnail. So those are the 5 right now. Get rid of that. Those are the 5 that I've got going on right now. NVDY, MSTY, CONY. We just talked about HOOY, the new one. And then HHIS is also new. 5 pillars of income. The goal here is to take this to 6 pillars of income. I think we could probably guess what I'm hoping to buy once I'm done the MSTY. But yeah, let's talk game plan here for me. So HOOY is as the new kid on the block here. It's a Robinhood play. Robinhood ETF, brought to you by YieldMax. It's paid out enormous distributions so far. Just 2 of them, and they've totaled $9.80 in those 2. Average is $4.90. I have a feeling that the next one's going to be even bigger than the second one, just because their synthetic is so lucrative right now. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, after this video, go look at that video. I showed the synthetic in the video. I have a feeling it's going to be more than last month, so that's why I got on this hype train. I wouldn't recommend it. So it is a fairly costly fund. It has gone up in price quite a bit since it's come out, which is cool. So it came out around 50. It's at 69.02 right now. Yesterday I invested 11.04. What I did is I sold one of my Canadian funds, PLTE.TO. It's a Palantir play. Sold that. I had made money on it, which is great. That doesn't happen often, does it? It sold that, and I bought these shares, so I was able to get 16 shares of it yesterday at that average cost. Current price is $68.29. So current market value is $1,093. I haven't put anything in distributions yet because I haven't got any. This is in group C. Yesterday in the video, just so you know, I made a mistake. I called it group B. I could have swore it was in group B. I was hoping it was in group B, but it's in group C. Group Charlie. What that means is YieldMax pays out distributions in groups. If you're new to it, they have groupings of ETFs that pay out every week. So this will be paying out 3 weeks from now. Will be HOOY, and so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna take the cash. I'm not gonna do drip on HOOY, not yet. Anyways, I'm gonna take the cash, put it into MSTY, so that I can get MSTY up to 500 shares, and then who knows after that? Maybe I'll build HOOY. Maybe I'll build something else at that point. I'm not too sure yet what I want to do. I'm just looking at the likes here, and oh, I got an advertisement. 33. That's pretty good. You guys are on fire right now. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the donations to the channel over the time we've been going. Really, really, really positive interactions that we have here. I think, anyways. 1,000 Alti gets you $100 a week. Yes, I'm trying to get to. I think if I did Alti, I would try to get to 1,400, and then I would drip, drop. Fat dividend yield 293. I don't know what that means. Probably for something else up here. Oh, did I miss a bunch? Yeah, I love that goal, Sean. I love it a lot. I hope you get there. 187 CONY gets you $100 a month. That's cool. So far, right? Yeah, so I'm at 225, I think we just saw. Yeah, 919. Did I make a mistake? Give me a second here. I might have made a mistake. Let's MSTY. No, I didn't. Okay. You're just stating facts over here. Nice. I love that, Sean. That's awesome. Nice. Very good. PLTY. You guys, you were around for this, right? When I said, should I buy PLTR in one of my posts, and everybody's like, MSTY. That was a mistake. I should have bought PLTR when I said I was going to. I should have bought Rocket Lab when I said I was going to, but you know what? You can't buy everything out there. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's sweet, Justin. I love that. Compounding. I love that. Oh, man. Vladimir's in the house. High fives. Vladimir, can I pay you a membership? Thank you very much for your comment. I appreciate you. Same with Kevin. I like that too. Notifications as well. Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate it. Stop fucking me. That's my part of my job over here. I gotta bug you. 730 conies. Nice. Let's hope that thing can turn it around. That would be great. You're awesome, Ventura. Planning to invest all my inheritance to MSTY so I don't have to work anymore. Jay's in the house. Oh man, nothing like diversification, AJ. I don't know. Personally, I probably wouldn't do that. Pretty risky. Like, I mean, I think Mr. is going to be around for a long time. MSTY is going to be around for a long time. But, you know, if we have occasions like right now where volatility gets lowered, it's kind of risky to do that. Your share price could drop big time. I don't know. I wouldn't put it all. You know, if I was to talk to a friend, I would be focusing on, like yesterday, a buddy of mine, we went biking. And he kicked my butt. Holy smokes. My heart rate was 183, everybody. And we went up switchbacks up this hill. We were on top of the trees. And then he's like, okay, the rest is downhill. Liar. There was more uphill. Anyway, so he's talking about just starting off in investing. And I was like, and he's a little nervous, right? And he's like, oh, maybe I'll get into that stuff. And I thought, you know, it's good, but it's risky. And you're not a risky person. So maybe get into something with a little less risk. And I gave him a bunch of options. And so he liked that, right? But if you're into the risk and you know what could happen, go for it. But if you if you don't play out all those scenarios first and it happens, you're going to be really angry, right? If you look at my comments from December and January on Misty videos, whew, people were hostile. So just to put that in perspective. Nice. That's awesome. Fidelity. That's crazy that you got that. Fiat has a dividend yield of 310% and paid $10.42 per share in the past year. The dividend is paid every month, and the last X date was June 26th. That's cool. Good to know. I think you're talking about yes, aren't you? It hurts me to say it. It hurts me to say it. Everybody say it with me. Ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Thanks, Kevin. I worked pretty hard on that thumbnail. That's what gets the viewers to the channel. The thumbnails. Oh man, every single day I get 3 or 4 people saying, "Let me make thumbnails for you," and I'm not into it. I'm not into it. Don't message me. I'm gonna delete your email. I'm gonna make my own. Unless this channel gets to like 100,000 subscribers down the road, maybe I'll hire somebody then. I don't know, but that's a long ways to go. I'm here for it though. I need your help though. Tell your friends, share this video, all of that good stuff. 65 people, USA. Happy 4th of July to you. I will be in you on July 10th. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys heard. Did you guys hear it? I'm going to be at the YieldMax function in New York City, which is pretty cool. So that's going to be a week from today. A week from right now, we're going to be near a podium, I'm guessing. I don't know if all of us are going to get to go up. I don't know. And hit the bell to close the stock market. Did you guys hear about this? So Jay's going to be there. He's going to be the one hitting the bell. I watched a bunch of videos. I did some research on the bell push. Apparently, if you just tap it, it stops. You got to hold the button. There's a little clock. Tells them when to let go of the button. So anyways, that's going to be this next Friday coming up. So watch for me there. A bunch of people you probably watch are going to be there. Pretty exciting stuff. So we're getting in on Thursday morning. We're going to tour around all morning, party hard. And then Friday, we're going to tour around till lunchtime. And then we're doing YieldMax stuff from 12 to, I don't know, 6:30 or something. And then we're going out for food. And then my other half and I are staying for an extra day. We're going to tour around New York for a day on our own. Should be awesome. I need to do some research on food. This is gonna be my 3rd time in New York, so I know my way around pretty well. The first time I went, we went to a Jays against Yankees game. We were being stared at by the people on the subway. And then the second time was 5 years ago, basically like now, 5 years ago. We had a baby in the belly. And we went to a Mets and Washington Nationals game back when Washington Nationals were good, though, 5 years ago. And that was just for a day trip. That's pretty awesome, though. Anyway, so that's good. That's the personal stuff coming up. Gonna be good times. Bought Hood at $70 last month. Should have bought HOOY instead. I mean, we'll see. Where's my ulti? Where is my ulti? That's a couple months away, potentially. A good ticker in B, NVDY is what I have. That's the main one. We can look that up after. Can you remind me? See if I can get to it, okay? Manual drip. Yeah, if you do the manual drip. PLTY. There you go. That's a good one. Yeah. Gary, put it into one of my comments. I won't remember it right now. You soy. Interesting. That's interesting. There we are. Happy 4th of July. Boom, boom. Love it. Phil T new here. Hey Phil, how's it going? What would be your one to pick Group B as of now? I got a real love for NVIDIA, and it has a lower implied volatility though than Palantir. Is Palantir going to drop? Because it's just been going up, right? It's up like what? Don't quote the number, but what, 300% in the last year? So is that going to change? And I think NVIDIA is just going to continue to climb unless, August 1st happens and tariffs come up. But that's why I like NVDY because I'm a NVIDIA guy. But yeah, it's a tough choice between those two for sure. I wouldn't say Morrow on that list though. Yeah, all good. I got you. Okay, Phil. Tavern on Green. I'm typing it right now. Hold on. Tavern on Green. Restaurant in New York. There we go. I'll look it up. Thanks, Bridget. I'll take a video from you there too and post it if we go, okay? Dean in the house. All in on Alti. Hi. Aye. All right, I'm gonna take a pause on the comments. I'm gonna go back to up here. So this is the fifth pillar right here, and this one's gonna be the slow growth one. What I mean by that is that this one is my Canadian fund, and I feel this is my most trusted fund as well. This one right here is what I said to my buddy would be a good, less risky play. So if you're from Canada, this is the one I've chosen, HHIS. As you can see all the info about it here. So, not 14 months. It's only been 2 months. Let's change that. So you can see I copy and paste it. I've only had it for 2 months. I bought 100 shares off the hop. It was $1,065. My average cost is $10.14. Its current price is $12.29. So it's gone up in value. My current value right now is $1,290 if I was to sell it. Total distribution so far, I'm actually going to go digging on this. It should be more than 50 because I've had 2 distributions. They're 25 cents a piece. I had 100 shares. That would be 50. I've also dripped. So it should be like 50, 75, something like that. So not sure why it's 45. It's weird. Realized return on capital, small, 4% so far. That's good, right? 4%. If we were talking to your dad, 4%, heck yeah, sell. 4% in a year, sell that, right? Like, oh my goodness, that's incredible. Anyway, so HHIS is a new fund. It's paid out $1.25 so far. It pays out 25 cents every distribution so far. It's been good. I have drip on, and I will keep filtering some money in here. I ideally would like to start making this 50 shares a month until I get to 1,000 shares. Even 1,500 shares would be good of that, and then let drip go until I'm ready to retire. And eventually this thing's going to be pulling in hopefully 25, $3,000 a month with that drip. It's a slower roll than everything else we're talking about, but it seems to be better situated, more suited for growth plus distribution. So HHIS, really, really, really good. I'm pretty excited about that. Phil T, no worries. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being a subscriber to my channel. I hope to have you here long term and we can talk again, right? That'd be awesome. Misty pays on Monday. Yeah. Alti every week, right? 9 cents again. Don't forget, we're gonna go watch the Broadway musical. We're thinking if Wicked is still there, I want to see that. Yeah. Snowy. Paul, what's happening, Paul? High five. I love your comments. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We've been on this live now, just so we know. Where is the timer on this thing? There was a timer. Now it's gone. But we've been on live for like 40 minutes. It's pretty cool. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Try weekly options. Oops, sorry about that. XBTY, almost same price as Misty. It's been out for 4 weeks and divs are 220 so far. That's pretty good in 4 weeks. It's pretty good. Absolutely. Under Quest trade under TFSA, you still have to pay, yes, 15%. Exactly, Philip. And that gets auto taken off. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to worry about it at tax season. If I day traded though these funds, then I might get in trouble with the government because they want TFSA to be like long-term growth. So thankfully I don't do that. But yeah, 15%. If you do RRSP, then no tax until retirement, and then they got you and take all that money, right? So generally with RRSP, you don't pull it out until you don't have an income for a year. Yeah. Dress code. Oh, actually, I want to talk about dress code. I'm gonna go suit shopping right here behind this closet door. There's 2 suits. They're a bit outdated. I don't really like them. I need to get a suit anyways. I want to get something kind of flashy because I'm getting into real estate. So I'm going suit shopping tonight. I think my sister-in-law is coming over, so I also have to clean my office because this is our spare bedroom. So she's gonna sleep in here. But I need to go get a new suit. But I'm gonna bring some nice clothes to New York with me. Probably black t-shirts and, and shorts. I don't know if it's anything like right now in weather. It's gonna be hot. That's too funny. Hey, you know what? Donations, everybody, so I can go to the Green Tavern on Green. Love it. Thank you very much. Anyway, so this is my lineup right now of funds over at YieldMax. This is what I have. I share this just to kind of talk to you guys about it. I know a lot of you have much larger budgets than I do. You've invested a heck of a lot more than I have, so I'm just a little fish in a large pond over here. But even if you're just getting started with this and you feel the same way, who cares about other people? Stay in your own lane, stay in your own head, do what you got to do to invest. And something that has really started to happen for me over the last 2 months is I've really buckled down on budgeting. I haven't spent money on fast food in 2 months. I haven't spent money on ridiculous things in 2 months. Today I might go to Amazon and buy a microphone, not for this, but for my phone. I'm going suit shopping tonight, so it blows all that out of the water. But the suit shopping, I don't know how much I'm going to spend suit shopping. What, $400, $500, $600, something like that? I don't even know. I'll have to look at it. But yeah, I'm excited to get out there and buy a suit again. But the reason I bring it up is because back in the day, I used to take a lot of my distributions to have to go pay my credit card off, right? Part of investing is to become debt free. And so I keep my credit card at $0. I use it for every single purchase I have. And then I just pay it off full, zero, every single month. And so that's really helped my credit rating, but it also helps me invest. It also helps me restrain a little bit so that I can afford to invest more. So that's, that's part of the talk there. Hey, Sean, appreciate you too, buddy. You've been a long-term member of my channel. You upgraded yourself last week, and I really appreciate that. It goes a long way. So thank you very much. Round of applause for you. Hope you have a great weekend too. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I've been investing now for it's coming up on 5 years. Whenever Apple split, let's go look that up. Actually, have they split twice since then? When did Apple stock split? 2000. Yeah. Look. Oh, there it is. I've been investing for 5 years. That's the answer. Right here, June 21st. That's when I started to invest. And so my story is that I had 10 grand. Gave it to my dad. He had a investing account. So 20 grand between the two of us. We bought Apple. I didn't have an investing account. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And we got into it because of the 2-for-1 split. And if you had looked at Tesla at the same time, oh my goodness, I should have bought Tesla. It skyrocketed because it also did, I think, a 4-for-1 split or maybe even a 5-for-1 split at that time. But anyways, we were pretty happy with our Apple purchase. About 4 months later, I got my cash and then opened up my own account and started being a wildcat with what I was investing in. CLSK, which is still out there right now, was something I invested in. as a day trading type thing. But yeah, do your research before you buy anything. Understand the downside risk to everything. Look at some stock charts at key dates, right? August 1st, September 1st every year. Stock market tanks for a month. That's happened for 5 years now. Well, 4 years now. We'll see what happens this year. Maybe it has already tanked by September 1st because of tariff talk. But yeah, know your risks before you invest. That's for sure. Nice. What's everybody else up to today? You guys doing anything fun? Anything exciting in your end? What's the fireworks situation like? How many fingers do you have right now? Hmm? Tell me. I need to know. I also, while you're commenting here, I'm gonna go take a look at some share price. NVIDIA today, 1687. Um, since April 4th, it's gone up 25%. So that's pretty good. I like that. Jeff has 11 fingers. Good. Good. You can afford to lose one tonight. Give me 1 second here. Do, 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 do. All right. Give me a second here. Um, and let's do one more. Oh, there it is. There we go. I got a poll for you guys if you can answer that for me. I'm curious. So yeah, NVIDIA's been looking really good ever since November 4th. Yeah, pretty good. I sold my NVIDIA for really good profit. I'm happy about that. MSTY here. Let's go to the 6-month chart. Since April 4th. Oh wow, look at that. April 8th had a bad day. It was a little slow riser, but it's up 21% since its all-time low around the April 4th era. So that's good. That's really good, actually. 21%. Heck yeah. Let's take a look at CONY here. April 8th for that as well. Up. No, 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 no. Is that true? Up 42% since 42% since April 8th. That's insane, everybody. That's so good. I mean, it was down pretty low, right? It was all the way down to $6.47 at that time. So up almost $3. And it was over 10 just the other day for like a second. It was over 10 for a second. HOOY, new ETF here, came out in May. So it missed the whole April 4th debacle, but here we are. It's up 29% since existence. That's really good. I'm a little nervous about that 29%. Right, I didn't have to do the drawing. It says it right here. But yeah, I'm in it. I'm hoping to get this thing paid off in the next couple of years in distributions. That'd be nice. And then HHIS, that's my other one. Since it's come out here, it came out hot, 1238. So it's down 0.5%. But for me, I bought it all the way down in the $9 era, like 960, something like that. So I'm up 26% on my share price with that too. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Also, this is the HHIS website here, the Harvest website. If you're from Canada, it's definitely worth taking a look at. They hold all of these. They hold them. They bought these shares and they write covered calls on them. And so what they say is that 50% goes to growth and 50% goes to covered call income. So that's where we get our 25 cents from. So as you saw on that chart there, since I bought it, which was around 960 originally, I guess my average cost is 10. We just saw, so I'm up 21% in share price. So that's pretty good for sure. And then here is my passive. That's all time. So you can see back in January of 2020, I had Costco. I think the share price was like 400 or 500. Now it's $900. That was my own. Oh, and I had $1 of Apple. There you go. You can see I'm telling the truth. And then in 2021, here's all of the stocks I had. I had Enbridge, I had CN, I had Apple. You can see I was super safe when I first started with the dividend payers. I had this one called FFN.to. It was a split share fund. It was like a $10 stock, paid 10 cents a month, but As soon as I dumped 7 grand in, the distribution stopped. It was awful. So I lost some money on that. Oh, it was DF.to. That was the one where it instantly stopped. 2022, there's DF. I only made $15 in dividends in 2022. And then 2023 is when I got into Tesla and HYLD Canadian fund here. And then 2024 took off 8,400 in distributions. And then so far this year, 6 months, let's call it 6,800. So I'm on pace for 12 grand this year, right? That's $4,000 in growth, which is very exciting. And what's even more exciting is that very top one up there that says Hull. Oh, man, Holistica was the stock name, and it got put into there's something happened with Holistica stock. Let me look it up. Holistica stock. Oh, it was a split. Split? MicroCloud? I don't even know. It's not that. Maybe they changed company names. But anyways, this Holistica paid me $40. Or $64. It was for a settlement or something like that. I love that. But I probably lost a ton of money on the stock. So there we go. Potato. So far this year, MSTY's paid me $2,500. PLTE paid me $15. MSTY.to Canadian version paid me $8. I only have 5 shares. HHIS $45. NVDY $27.88. CONY $14.16. And then NVIDIA. That's a liar. It's paid me like 16 cents because it pays 1 cent per share. I had 16 shares. So I don't think this thing can do cents. There you go. Bring it back down to 1 year here. Getting back to your comments over here, everybody. By the way, thanks so much for being here. If you're watching still at the 57-minute mark, there's the timer up there. Appreciate you. Just got 11 fingers. Good to go. High five to you. Oh, I'm going to, Bridget. I'm going to. We're going to look into it. Almost. Josh the Vegan's in the house. Josh, have you seen Greeny lately? I haven't seen Greeny in like 6 days or something. Oh, I love it. Yeah, stopping the drip. Same. So I'm going to get to 500 of Misty, and then I think, I haven't talked about this yet on the live, but I got 2 minutes here that I really want to talk to you guys about. I think I'm going to get into Alti with all distributions going to Alti for a little bit. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Perfecto. I'm excited about the plan, and we'll do a quick recap on the video here. We talked about my positions. You guys talked about your positions. 64 human beings showed up on July the 4th, which is pretty amazing. We have currently, let me just refresh my screen over here. We have 53 likes. That's really, really incredible. Thank you very much for just doing that simple little thing. Remember, if you go down and you hit the subscribe button, or next to the subscribe button, there is a little bell icon. Hit that bell icon, and then you'll know I'm online. I like to do lives. If my sister-in-law doesn't come here tomorrow, I'm going to do another live tomorrow morning, if I can. But if I don't show up, that's the reason why I'm not here. But let's take a look at the poll over here. I got 14 votes. One person. So 29% said one finger. 7% said they're gonna lose multiple fingers tonight, and 64% have said none. I'm a pro. So thank you very much for answering the poll. Appreciate that. And we got this comment. Alan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Using margin account, moderate. Yeah, I really like the last thing you said there about being careful. I think right now, Alan, might not be a great time considering August 1st news that might be coming out. I don't know if right now is the best time to do it, because if those tariffs come back, then the market's not going to like that. It's going to cause some issues with that margin. Just my personal opinion on that. I'm not a risky kind of guy over here. So I don't like margin in the first place, but volatile times might not be the best time to do it, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I mean, if you're feeling risky, giver. But I personally wouldn't do it. But yeah. Da, 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 da. Love it. Da, da. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, maybe then, right? When things kind of get straightened out a little bit better in the next couple of months here. Hey, Izzy's in the house. My pillars, NVIDIA, PLTR, Tesla. Nice. Selling. Oh, good for you. Cover calls on those. That's great. Um, that is good. Congratulations. That's really cool. That is a goal of mine too, is to get enough income to go buy. We'll start the wheel process. I'm looking at these three stocks to do it, maybe four, but three. I'm looking at CLSK. It's affordable. I haven't looked at it today. It's around the $12, $13 range. So I would need $1,200, $1,300 to create some puts on that. One put. And then, that's the text message, everybody. You know what that means, right? That's the text message. And then I'm thinking Riot. That's a very affordable, very volatile stock, lots of risk to it. And then the other one that I'm thinking about is SoFi. Now that price has gone up over the last couple of months here. It's like $18, so that one might be off the list. But we'll see how it goes. There you go. All right. So guys, I have good news and I have bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? You want to hear the good news? The bad news is I gotta go. Beach pickup time over here. I just got the text message. She said, not sure what time we got here, but about how much longer. So she wants to get out of there. So I got to go down to the beach, pick her up, and then it's the freaking weekend over here. I cannot wait to hang out with friends. I'm going to go suit shopping tonight. Maybe I'll make a YouTube short on that one. But yeah, if you enjoyed the content, tell your friends, share, like. I hope to get up to 10,000 subscribers before Christmas. I don't know if it's going to happen at this rate, but let's see if we can make it happen together. I need your help to help me make that happen. If you enjoyed the content, again, let your friends know. I got to go. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you again hopefully tomorrow. If not, we'll talk to you in some recorded videos in the near future. Bye for now. Hitting the button.